What happens when the most popular cheerleader in school makes a deal with the boy next door? Emma never noticed Nathan until she literally tripped over him at 3 a.m. Now he's blackmailing her into being his fake girlfriend for a month. It was supposed to be simple. Pretend to date, then break up. But when fake kisses start feeling real and enemies become threats, Emma discovers there's more to this nerdy boy than meets the eye. Sometimes the person you never noticed becomes the one you can't live without. Welcome to Tales Revealed. Let's get started. Hey there, I'm Emma from Boston. My life hasn't exactly been normal. When I was just 3 years old, my mom passed away in a terrible accident. After that, my dad moved his entire multi-million-dollar business operation to our massive estate just so he could keep an eye on me 24/7. I get it. He loved me, but he seriously went overboard. One time when I was 4, I accidentally rolled off my bed during a nap. No big deal, right? Well, Dad fired my favorite nanny on the spot. He claimed she wasn't watching me closely enough. I was devastated. Sarah had been like a second mother to me, and suddenly she was gone because of something so small. Dad's overprotectiveness just kept getting worse. He wouldn't even let me go to the local playground without dressing me up in so much protective gear that I looked like I was training for NASA. Helmet, knee pads, elbow pads, wrist guards, the works. The other kids would stare at me like I was some kind of alien. By the time I turned 5, I'd had enough. One night, I scribbled a note for Dad saying I needed some freedom, and I snuck out of the house. I knew exactly where I wanted to go first. The park. Finally, I could play without looking like I was about to be launched into space. The feeling of freedom was incredible, but it didn't last long. Within 20 minutes, I heard police sirens wailing outside the park. Dad came running toward me, his face pale with panic. "You little fool," he shouted, grabbing me. "I'm never letting you out of my sight again." In a moment of pure rebellion, I looked at the police officers and started kicking and screaming. "Please help me! I've never seen this creepy man before. Help! You should have seen Dad's face. The poor officers made him show all kinds of identification before they let him take me home. Looking back, it was pretty awful of me. But I was desperate for some breathing room. As I grew up, Dad and I were constantly battling. He wanted to protect me from the world, and I just wanted to experience it. Somehow, though, I always found ways to do what I wanted. By high school, I'd even managed to join the cheerleading squad without telling him. I just changed at school and told him I was staying late for study groups. In 10th grade, the football team captain, Ryan, invited me to his house party. I knew there was absolutely no way Dad would let me go out that late, so I waited until he fell asleep, then climbed out my bedroom window. The party was amazing. Loud music, dancing, cute boys, everything Dad tried to shield me from. By the time I headed home, it was almost 3 a.m. I was tiptoeing through our garden when I suddenly tripped over something, or rather, someone. A human body. I nearly screamed before I realized it was just our weird neighbor lying in the grass. "Oh my God, what are you doing here?" I hissed. "I was just lying back and watching the stars until you ruined it," he replied casually. Trespassing was perfectly normal. "Why can't you just watch the freaking stars from your own garden?" I demanded. He shrugged. "I like the grass here better. It's nicer and softer. The quality is... Geez, just shut up and go." I cut him off and started walking toward my house. To my annoyance, he followed me. "We go to the same school, right?" he said. "You don't even know my name, do you?" "Of course I do. It's, something with an M or T." I stalled. Wait, it's Benjamin, he prompted. "Fine. I don't know your name," I admitted. "It's Nathan. You'll remember now because I'm your new boyfriend." I stared at him. "Did I hit your head when I tripped over you?" "No, you just gave me an idea. You're Miss Popular, and I'm just a nerd. Dating a cheerleader would be great for my image. And if you say no, I'm going to tell your dad you were out at 3 a.m. "Are you seriously blackmailing me?" "Yes, I am. Don't worry, it's not forever. We'll date for a month and then break up publicly." "So, do we have a deal?" Dating this weirdo would be social suicide for me, but if Dad found out I'd snuck out to a party, I'd be grounded until college. Reluctantly, I shook his hand. I dreaded going to school on Monday. I walked down the hallway with my face hidden behind a textbook, hoping to avoid Nathan. When I didn't see him anywhere, I felt a wave of relief. Maybe he'd been joking about the whole thing. Later, during lunch, Ryan sat down next to me and we were having a great time when suddenly Nathan slid into the seat beside me. "Here I am, my lady. Now, what are your other 2 wishes?" he announced loudly. Ryan looked irritated. "Dude, we're in the middle of something here. Can you go be weird somewhere else?" "I'd like to know what you're in the middle of with my girlfriend," Nathan replied coolly. "Girlfriend? Your girlfriend?" Ryan turned to me. "Emma, your friend seems rather stupid. Can you please tell him clearly?" Under the table, I kicked Nathan hard, but then said, "Yes, it's true. Nathan is my boyfriend." "No way. This is just some stupid joke, isn't it?" "It is not," Nathan declared. "I love Emma and she loves me very much. And we'll prove it." To my horror, Nathan jumped onto the table and held out his hand for me. I climbed up very reluctantly and he whispered, "You better make this convincing." I was going to kill him later, but I had no choice. I kissed him as everyone in the cafeteria watched and gasped. Ryan stormed off furiously and I dragged Nathan outside. "What was that?" I demanded. "This was not part of the deal." "Well, we have to make it believable," he shrugged. "What's the problem anyway? You seem to be really into that kiss." "I was not. I'd rather kiss a monkey's butt." Just then, a thin girl named Olivia walked up to us. "Nathan, are you really going out with this girl?" she asked skeptically. "Yes, I am. Skinny, meet your future sister-in-law," Nathan replied. "Wait, you guys are siblings? How come she doesn't have a British accent like you?" I asked, confused. "Because we're both Americans," Olivia said with an eye roll. "And my brother's such a loser. Why do you speak like that?" "So I can sound more sophisticated," Nathan answered in his fake British accent. "Not all of us just get by in life with a pretty face." "So you settled for a stupid accent. Good job," Olivia retorted. "Also, I wouldn't date a cheerleader if I were you, Nathan. She's one of them and they're all jerks." Before I could defend myself, she walked off. "Don't mind her," Nathan said. "She's weird. My friends are coming over for a chess tournament tonight, and I can't wait for them to meet my girlfriend." "I can't. I have things to do," I protested. "Spending the rest of high school in your room? Because that's what will happen when I tell your dad. I'll see you at 7, my lady." And with that, he left. So he wanted a girlfriend, huh? Well, he was about to get one. The girlfriend from hell. When I went over to his place that evening, it looked like I'd walked onto some geek planet. 5 guys with thick glasses were sitting around a table with chessboards, and they all stared at me like I was an alien. "Whoa, wait. We thought Nathan was lying about you 2 being together," one of them stammered. "Oh no, meeting this cookie monster is the best thing that's ever happened to me," I gushed, planting a big kiss on Nathan's cheek. When they set up the chessboard, I jumped into Nathan's lap and started picking up the chess pieces. "Babe, what's this horsey thing? And what's this one for? I'm really dumb. I don't understand anything. Can you please leave those alone?" "I'll explain later," Nathan said through gritted teeth. "Why are you talking like that to me, Snookums? You think I'm dumb, don't you?" I pouted dramatically. "I never said that. Just watch a game and you'll understand everything, okay?" I smiled sweetly, but I wasn't backing down. I kept distracting Nathan by playing with his hair, feeding him snacks, and accidentally dropping a drink in his lap. Then, right when they were in the middle of an intense match, I started doing a cheerleading routine. "Give me an A and then a THAN. Go Nathy." I did a cartwheel next and crashed straight into their table, knocking the chessboard to the floor. They all looked furious, and Nathan took me out of the room. "What are you doing?" he demanded. "I know you just think we're a bunch of nerds, but this is important to us." "I'm just giving you the girlfriend experience," I smirked. "If you don't like it, break up with me." "Not a chance. You're my girlfriend for the month. Deal with it." By the next day, everyone in school knew that Nathan and I were dating. And he was everywhere, in the library, during lunch, at my cheerleading practice. A few days later, he even signed up for a hiking trip I was going on. As we were walking, a cheerleader asked us how we'd gotten together. "Oh, it's a really boring story," I tried to say, but Nathan cut in. "Oh, she's just shy. It was quite romantic, actually. She was walking past my house when she slipped and sprained her ankle. I took my t-shirt off and wrapped it around her foot. And then I carried her home. She asked me out because of my rock-hard abs. Her words, not mine. I could have bashed his skull with a rock. And suddenly, I had a brilliant idea. I stepped back to tie my shoelaces and quickly filled my backpack with rocks. Then I let out a loud cry. "Nathan, I sprained my ankle again. I don't think I can walk." "Oh, I got you, my lady. Hop onto my back." When I did, he let out a loud groan. "What is it, Nathy?" "Nothing. Totally fine." He was grunting and sweating as he carried me and my rock-filled backpack down the hill, and then finally he collapsed to the ground. "Gosh, Emma, you weigh as much as a baby elephant. Did you just call me fat?" I burst into fake tears as everyone glared at him. "No, that's not what I meant, babe." "Don't touch me, you jerk." Just then, Ryan shoved him aside. "You heard her. Come on, Emma. Let a real man carry you." "Oh, I think my ankle is feeling better. I can walk, but I'll need some support." I leaned on Ryan's arm and started limping away, leaving Nathan behind. Later, I felt bad for what I'd put him through, so I invited him to come with me to my friend's party. I was having a great time dancing there, but Nathan was just hanging out in a corner. I caught him looking at me more than once. "Hey, come dance with me," I called to him. "Oh, I'd rather not. I don't have your moves." "You looked pretty great out there," he said. And why was my face getting hot? Well, I'd like to see your moves. Then don't say I didn't warn you. He walked onto the dance floor and started doing the weirdest chicken dance I'd ever seen. Everyone stopped to stare and snicker at him, but he didn't seem to care at all. I burst out laughing. He looked ridiculous, but it also looked like so much fun. I jumped in and started imitating his moves, and before I knew it, a whole bunch of kids had joined us, and we were all doing Nathan's chicken dance. We all clapped for him at the end of it. As we were walking away, Nathan accidentally bumped into Ryan and knocked over his plate of food onto his shirt. Ryan grabbed him by the collar. "You're really getting on my nerves, man. What are you even doing here? Dating some cheerleader won't make you cool. You will always be a loser." "Why are you so worked up, dude? Is it that time of the month again?" Nathan shot back. Ryan punched Nathan in the face. I leapt forward and pushed Ryan away, straight into a fountain. "Don't you dare touch my boyfriend!" I shouted as Ryan sputtered and cursed. I took Nathan's hand and led him out of there. We went to his house, and I held up an ice pack to his face. "Here, this should help." "Yeah, it usually does." "What do you mean?" "It's not the first time I've been bullied, Emma. I'm a nerd, remember? I've had plenty of broken glasses, punches, and insults. Nathan, I'm sorry to hear that. No one deserves such treatment, especially you." "It's okay. You didn't bully me. You just never noticed me." "Are you trying to make me feel worse? Is it working?" he asked with a small smile. "A little bit." His eyes were so lovely up close and my heart was racing, but just then Olivia walked in, and I jumped back. "I should go home. It's late. See you around, Nathan." And with that, I ran off. Geez, was I falling for my fake boyfriend? The next day at school, Olivia was participating in an art contest, but just an hour before, Nathan and I found her crying in the art room. Someone had ripped her painting to shreds with a note stuck to it. "No place for losers." "It's Ryan. He did this to get back at me," Nathan fumed. "I'm gonna kill him." "But what am I going to do right now?" Olivia sobbed. "Listen, I'm gonna run back home and get one of your other paintings," Nathan said. "You have so much amazing stuff. It'll be fine, I promise." He was out of there like a bullet and was back just before the contest started. The judges loved Olivia's artwork, and she actually came in second place. As we were all walking out of the hall, we spotted Ryan and his buddies. Nathan started forward to attack him, but I held him back. "That's right, Emma. Keep that loser in check before I kick his butt again," Ryan sneered. "Sure, I'll do that. And you should go clear your locker, Ryan, because you're about to be kicked out. See, you were too stupid to notice the camera in the art room. I asked the principal to look at the footage, and she'll be calling you any minute now." Ryan looked at me in shock, and before we knew it, the principal was dragging him off to her office. He was expelled the next day. A few days later, Nathan and I went to the carnival with some friends. When we were on the Ferris wheel, it suddenly stopped with us on top. While we were waiting for it to get fixed, Nathan turned to me. "So, have you thought about how we're breaking up?" "What?" "Our month is over tomorrow. We can just break up in the cafeteria so that everyone knows we're not together." "Oh, yeah, of course," I said, suddenly feeling hollow inside. "And you're more popular now. Everyone loves your chicken dance. You got what you wanted." Yes, I did. The Ferris wheel started working again, and I angrily hopped off when we got to the bottom. He didn't care about me at all. I was just a stepping stone to popularity for him. Just then, one of my friends caught up with me and asked where Nathan was. Don't know and don't care, I snapped. He's just a loser, and I'm gonna dump his sorry butt tomorrow. But the next day, I decided that I didn't want to break up. I really liked him, and I needed to tell him. When I got to the cafeteria, I walked over to Nathan, planning to tell him how I felt. But before I could say anything, he spoke first. Hey, listen, I don't think we should see each other anymore. My heart sank. What? Yeah, I agree. You're just a spoiled little princess. And I've realized I'm too good for you. Nathan, this is not what I want. Are you begging me to stay with you? Don't embarrass yourself because I won't change my mind. As I felt everyone's eyes on me, I just ran to the bathroom in angry tears. How could he be such a jerk? Just then, Olivia walked in and asked what had happened. Your brother is awful. I guess he'd do anything for popularity, huh? Dumping a cheerleader makes him look good. And you didn't want to break up with him? She asked, surprised. No, I didn't, but now… Gosh, you guys are idiots, Olivia sighed. He heard you saying to a friend that you were dumping his sorry butt today, so he decided to do it first. Emma, he's actually been in love with you forever. This whole deal wasn't about him getting popular. He just saw a chance to get close to you, and he took it. I ran out of the bathroom to find him and crashed straight into him in the hallway. You owe me such a big apology, he said immediately. I know. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean a word. The truth is, I don't want to break up with you, Nathan. I want to be your real boyfriend, if you'll let me. I love you. Wow, you really do have rock-hard abs, I said, feeling his chest. Even nerds work out, he grinned. So what do you say? I love you too, idiot, I replied, and pulled him in for a kiss. A real one this time, and it was perfect. If you loved this story, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more. And hey, don't miss the video that's right here on your screen. It's one you won't want to skip. See you in the next one.